Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Stella and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Stella's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give her when we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give those little corrections that I was talking about, and that is just a little tug and release on her training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using, and Stella's going to be coming home with her very own training equipment. You're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session on Friday. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're demonstrating for us is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Stella heel. At this point, she has a job to do, and that is to stay pace with you, walking nicely next to your left side, not lunging out, not pulling you, not lagging behind, but focusing on you. And each time you stop your feet, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. And Rich is praising her verbally, keeping her focused. He'll talk to her because the main objective is to keep her head up off the ground, to keep her focused on you, and to keep it happy. She's a submissive girl, so we don't want her to be afraid of this training in any way. This is your sit-stay. It's a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. When you're practicing at home, you want to lengthen out the amount of time and the distance. So you're going to work up to a 3-minute long sit-stay. And this helps her to develop self-confidence, focus, and maturity. And you see that if Rich changes pace, she does the same. If he speeds up, she should do the same. When he turns, she turns. If he walks very slowly, she slows her pace. And when he stops, she sits. Beautiful. Nice sit stay. He makes her hold it. And then when he's ready, he will call her. And this is your recall or come on command. She comes right in and sits facing his knees. No jumping on you, no launching herself, no wrapping those front legs around your wrist or your waist. No more hugs. All four on the floor at all time because she scratches it. It hurts. She doesn't mean to. She just wants to love you. But sometimes that's a little over the top. Rich will use her name, and he calls her calmly and gently into him, and she comes right in and sits facing his knees. And they go back to heeling again. Now the next commands we're going to be demonstrating are her down commands. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with her seated at your left open palm straight down toward the ground, down, and then in front of her face, stay. Your long down stay when you're practicing at home, you can practice indoors as well as outdoors, and you're going to work up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to her, he walks right back to heel position. And like I said, she's very submissive, so we try to keep it happy. We don't want her to be rolling on her back or, feeling intimidated. We want her to enjoy this training, and then she'll do it better. So when you're practicing at home, start out practicing on the leash first always. Rich calls her out of that down stay. She comes in and sits, gives kisses. And the very last command that we'll demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. This command is a little bit harder because you're not right next to her. Rich has her sit. He leaves her in a stay. He turns to face her. He doesn't go the full extent of the leash yet. Right palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. Now she popped up on that. You just say no and repeat the command. Now we have demonstrated for you all of Stella's new skills. She is a lovely dog. She's got a beautiful personality. I can see where she would suffer from separation anxiety because she is needy. She loves to be loved. That's all she wants to do is please. So we've enjoyed having her. She's been a wonderful guest, and we will see you Friday.